Alright, hello YouTube audience. It is Jorbs here with Nicholena on call, and we're going to play some Battlegrounds. You want to say hi, Nicholena?
Guys, I'm Nicholena. Nice to meet you. Nice to be here.
Nicholena is an awesome streamer who has been streaming Hearthstone for a long time, and Battlegrounds more recently since it came out. How long have you been streaming Hearthstone for?
Hearthstone for like 4 years. Battlegrounds like 2 months.
Nicholena is like one of my top 3 late night chill streams.
Thank you.
Up there, you are definitely Bob Ross tier.
Wow, that's a good compliment. Thank you. Wish I was as good of a painter.
I can't paint at all. You're a photographer though, right? You do
Yeah.
Or you did do photography? You still
I
do
did
it
do it.
like for fun, right?
Not a lot of time anymore, but if you can call selfies for Instagram photography.
Yeah, if they're artistic enough, I think it counts. Oh my gosh. My friend Kate tried to teach me how to... Oh shit, there's a new patch. I've never even seen this before. My friend Kate tried to teach me how to selfie, and I just like could not. I didn't get it.
It's an art. It's
yeah,
tough.
I believe it. Give a friendly minion +10 attack for the next combat only. It doesn't seem incredible. It seems sort of like the... Who's the rage guy who deals 8 to everything? This one's insane, right? And that was Dormu.
Yeah, you definitely picked Nas. He's probably maybe even the best hero right now.
Sick.
So it's a good hero we got here.
You
Good
can't
choice.
see my Hearthstone overlay, and I don't think the recording can either. But I did download Hearthstone Replay, so in theory I can see some stuff.
That's okay.
That. I don't know what I meant to do here. Do I just take the wolf?
You can roll for free because that's your like ability. So try to get a token, yeah, and you got one.
This is why you're
here.
Yeah. This is why you're here. That's the level of coaching that I need.
Yep.
I get usually I'm like okay-ish until I have 7 mana, and then it's like just gone. I just have no idea. I'm very bad at... I can do like the make lots of stats in the early game part, and then I am very bad at mid game and very bad at end game transitions. So
I think that's definitely the difficult part of the game. There's so many options sometimes, and sometimes not enough options, right? But it can be hard to decide what you want to do.
Yeah, it seems like I worked out how... I never want to keep this, right? No way. We level and roll.
Tavern up, yeah.
And...
just leave that. I don't think we want it. It's okay, but it's probably not worth freezing.
Just trying to work out what I'd even do. I'd buy like Zubat and Harvest Golem and sell the Alley Cat or something.
Yeah, if that was your store, definitely.
But we can do better than that. Cool.
Hopefully.
All right.
You can get a rat pack or something. The Zubat is really good, but it's just that our 1/1 beast isn't really...
not worth buffing. Yeah.
Yeah. If we can get something better, but...
That was, I think, the thing I was most impressed by with Slissa was she could, like, would be in a situation and I would be like, well, none of this does anything. And Slissa would be like, no, we're going to buy this, 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 and then we'll win by doing that 3 rounds from now. And then we, like, did. And I was like, oh my god. We only have 20 seconds.
Yep, you might want to roll. Might want to get the rat, and sell one of the cats, and get the wolf, yeah.
And we sell probably the Alley Cat.
Yeah, because you're facing Rafam. I like selling.
Which means we give Rafam Tabby Cat, yeah?
Yeah.
Got him. I learned one trick. That was my one trick.
I mean, he might go first, yeah, and he's gonna get your rat anyway.
Okay, that's unfortunate. But we played it right. We just got unlucky.
Yeah. Nothing we could do. We did what we could to stop that from happening. It's not really that big of a deal. I'm not that concerned about what Rafam gets because I'd rather be focused on my game.
That makes sense. Spawn is very good, right?
Spawn is good. Grab that.
And then roll.
Yep, I like it. Hmm. What'd you do here?
I would take a 2/4.
I would take either the 2/3 taunt or the 3/3. I'd probably take the 3/3 just because I'm not taking the 2/4 because I don't want to do damage to myself.
Well, they
Yeah, and
sped
I
up that
put the
animation.
3/3 above before the
That.
You want the wolf next to the rat, but you generally want to have spawn first and then your highest attack minions in descending order of power, and then rat last.
Okay, so I did everything wrong.
You had spawn first and rat last, so not everything.
Okay. Oh yeah, it does make a lot of sense that rat needs to be next to wolf so that you spawn another. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Do you just sort of like know all of this, or are you able to look at the board and decipher it in the moment?
I played a lot of games, so I guess just by like learning and trial and error of what kind of positioning seems best.
Is scavenging hyena any good at all here? Can I go rat pack scavenging hyena and not level, or am I just leveling and taking a second
the
rat?
rat and level. Yeah.
Okay. And then
you don't always have to, but
rolling.
Yep.
And freezing.
Yeah, I would freeze that, definitely.
And this goes here.
Yeah. So that's better because you want, with your first minions, you want the higher power minions so you can just get a clean kill on something on their board instead of like just damaging it without really doing anything to it. And then you want your rats to clean up. Is my cat meowing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it sounds very cute. It's okay. Oh my gosh. So we're doing all the like quarantine stuff and all these people are talking about, oh my gosh, I'm stuck inside with my partner. It's terrible. I need to escape sorts of things. Terrible takes. Sort of nasty.
Right.
I'm stuck inside with my cat and I cannot... Zephyr will not shut up and I can't get out of here.
Aw.
No, it's
That's
okay.
my life though. I've always got the cat problem, but
Jesus.
I really think that Cobalt and Death Rattles and Max are like pretty much the best comp you can go. I mean, you could stick with Beast and get Pack Leader here, but I probably like. So how many spots we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't really. You could sell the cat and the wolf and get the Pack Leader, and then just go with that for now. It's pretty safe.
You think the pack leader is good enough? It goes all the way on the right.
It's probably good enough for now, yeah. Because the thing is, we could roll and not see something as helpful as that, and we already have like a pretty strong team.
One thought is we're playing in like a 5.3 thousand ELO or MMR lobby, so probably
so
people suck.
Get the pack leader
compared to what you're used to.
Put the spawn first and freeze that.
Put the spawn first.
Yeah.
Freeze this.
Perfect. The only thing I would maybe do differently about this positioning is put one of the rats a little bit earlier so that we get the.
Oh, so we're more likely to get the extra strength.
Yeah. Oh, he killed that for you anyway. But I hate it when rat dies and doesn't get the benefit from pack leader or vice versa.
Gotcha. That feels so strong.
Yeah, see there it is. Good. But I would switch to Max probably, especially because we have double Cobalt, and I don't really. A lot of people really like going for Beast, but I don't like it that much because I feel like it falls off pretty hard if you don't get Mama Bear in the early late game.
For sure. I know that I struggle a lot to consistently win with Beasts. It feels like I have like one or two really important pieces, and sometimes they get killed, and I just lose.
Yeah, exactly. For sure.
So do we level here?
I think it's a little bit early, but we're also strong, and we have. Let's see what.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what else would do. We're
Can you see
fighting
what
against Dragon 6.
She's been taking damage and she leveled up, so you can also do it.
Okay.
Because if you look at your opponent and see, like, she just took 13 and she took 6 and she has a weak tribe, you can be like, yeah, I'm pretty safe. But...
So sell Leaper for the Guardian?
Yeah, you can.
And you said you wanted a Rat Pack sooner?
We don't want Rat Pack. Just roll again. Oh, you mean to in the lineup? Okay,
Yeah,
I thought you
like
meant to buy another one.
up here.
Here. I think it probably doesn't matter. In this case, it's tough because if we get a mech off the Shredder, then we want the Cobalt with Divine Shield earlier. And when we had the 3-3 down, the 3-3 was like not better than the Rat, but now the 6-3 would have been if he would have lived, but if that makes any sense.
Vaguely? Maybe?
It's just like...
I understand which pieces you're talking about. And that's actually like progress for me compared to a week ago, so...
Well, that's good. Like, it doesn't really matter, yeah. We're just destroy this person anyway.
Oh, that's a lot of fancy things.
What would you do? I don't want to just tell you what to do.
Sure.
So.
I would buy Bronze Warden and Clunker. I would sell maybe one of the rats?
Well, we got rolling to do, so I like buying those too, but don't sell anything just yet. Just roll.
Okay, just roll.
Yeah.
I was wondering if like High Main and Taunted was a reasonable thing to do, but probably that's just silly. I struggle so much with Defender of Argus, I never know what to taunt with it.
You don't need to get it. Just roll again. Probably gonna run out of time. Ooh, we want the 2-4 taunt.
Yeah. And now we're going to sell a... Do we just sell Pack Leader at this point, maybe?
Yeah, sell both Rats and Pack Leader and get the Shredder and taunt the Shredder. Buff one of the 6-3s and put down the Warden. Make sure you put the Divine Shield before you fill your board up. Wait. Put the Divine Shield down on the Shredder. Yeah. Cool. And then, yep, those guys first. The 8-5 after the spawn. It's fine. So, we want the... It's fine. We want the Kobolds to go right after the spawn, and then the Dragon probably to go, like, last.
You must get so many spawns as Rafam.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
I've never played a game with them, I don't think. Or maybe once.
Sometimes people will play around it, but I usually just, like, don't bother, because, one, everyone's gonna give them spawns anyway, like you said, and two, it makes you so much weaker to make your positioning bad against them.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's, like, not really worth it. But then you have the people that'll put spawn second or, like, last. Like, come on.
Ooh, we hit the triple. Do we level and go for a 6-star here? We're against
let me check him out.
Someone who's tier 5 and has been losing with mixed minions.
So we have 32 health, so I would say that we can do that.
Alright, let's do it.
But normally I probably wouldn't level there, because it's kind of risky. If people had good teams.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about playing at this MMR, Nicholena. Yes,
it is. So, who would you take?
I would probably take Zap, although after playing with Slissa, I'm much more interested in Imp Mama than I used to be, because she made some ridiculous things happen with Death Rattle. We're probably too far away from that. Zap. Yeah, okay. And do you put Zap in front of Spawn at this point?
Yeah, I guess. It doesn't probably really... I would put the taunt last, yeah, just like that. And then put the 2-5 next to it. Yeah, I guess.
What does mixed minions mean at this point?
It means he has like different tribes and doesn't have one
Oh my god.
tribe dominating.
Apparently it means that.
Well, it'll show you what he had last round, right? So like
Okay.
after this, it might show that he has Murlocs.
Gotcha.
And we really want this guy to die soon, because that's gonna be a problem later.
Ouch, 11. He didn't
Yeah,
have
that guy
like
costs 6.
Bran, right? So he might not
Not
actually
yet,
scale
yeah.
that much.
Well, yeah, but as soon as he gets it, he's gonna make it golden with his hero power, so.
Ooh, good point. We're up against the full health first place player, who was mechs last time we saw them. We gotta be rolling, I assume.
Yeah, I would roll and try to find more stuff for mechs. And you want like, yeah, I would get the Leaper.
Security rover any good?
Nah. Skip the spawn, it's sort of too late. So keep rolling. We could have got the buff, I guess, but...
Too late for Sensei?
Yeah. I wouldn't get it.
Okay.
I would be looking for Baron and for more attack. I would get the 3/6 though, he's really good.
Yep.
We could maybe get Argus, sell the 2/5, play the Leaper, sell the Leaper.
Sell the spawn?
Yeah.
And who are we taunting
Argus,
here?
the 2/1, and I guess we can just buff the 12/10 is fine. And then put the 3/2, the 2 taunts together at the end. Okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, got it. You got it in?
I put Argus next to it to play around Cleave, was my idea.
Yep.
Why do you have a 32-30 dragon?
Because he's been buffing that.
What are you doing here, Daryl?
That's good. That's good. So Daryl's hero power is after selling a minion, it gives a minion in the tavern +1/+1.
Yeah. I've never seen a 32 happen though. Is that golden?
Yeah, he also...
So he probably like did it twice, right?
Maybe. Probably. I mean, Daryl minions can get pretty big, so...
I won though.
Easy.
Okay, so we have some sort of mech thing going on. What's missing from our mech comp?
We kind of have divine shields and mechs and I guess sort of death rattles. So we want like Baron, we want more death rattles, we want triples.
We're playing against
more
the
buffs, more divine
person
shields.
who's been dying really rapidly. Do we want to just level here to look for
They
6
did
stars?
19 to AFK and then 13. I would not
they
level.
won? Oh,
Yeah,
they
so
won.
I would
Okay.
roll, and also because
Apparently I can't even read the like interface.
it's okay.
We didn't want this.
What did our opponent have? He had
Like a huge reborn.
No, we don't want it.
Yeah.
Okay, get the buffs for sure. So
Both
basically, we just
buffs.
want to make our team stronger. Yeah.
Sure. And another
We can
Argus.
I don't think we need the Argus. Just roll, because we have 3 gold we can sell. So okay, just play buffs and get rid of Argus and get the 2/1 divine shield.
Another 10 power Cobalt.
Yep. Spread it out. I usually do that. And get the 2/1. Yeah. Put it before the 3/6. Yeah. He doesn't have cleave because he's dragons.
Gotcha. Oh, it says last known board. 0 turn. Ooh.
Yeah.
Keeps
so
track of
that's
it for me.
awesome about HS replay for sure. This guy's pretty big now, and he might beat us.
I often feel like when I'm making this sort of team, I get like 3rd, but I can't work out how to scale it to a point where I can get 1st.
You need Baron and like better death rattles. Pretty much like Kangaroos, we need the egg. Like, so if we see a mech panel egg or whatever, we're definitely gonna buy that. If you see a gas coiler, off a triple. But yeah, I agree. It's pretty consistent. So it's partly why I've been mostly going for it, just because I
Gotcha.
want to consistently top 4. And you can fail spectacularly if you go for dragons or murlocs, even though those are stronger in like the end of the game. But
Are we strong against Murlocs? We want
we're already against them.
Menace, right?
Right now we really want to. Yeah, you can grab it, but we want to see a triple of either this dragon or the cobalt or something so we can get some space. Oh, Baron, we want Baron. And now we want, ooh, yay, Cobalt. So I would sell Zap because we know that he just has Murlocs and Zap isn't really helping us there anyway.
And we're gonna triple Cobalt?
Yeah. And try to get like a gas coiler for our Baron we just got. That would be great. Oh, yes.
And we want to put
the Menace. I would put it on the 24, the Cobalt. And then put Baron last, yeah. But put gas coiler right next to Baron. Like, okay.
How come our taunts are next to each other in the middle of the board? That's the only thing I don't understand about positioning here.
I always do that because, well, first of all, it doesn't really matter where we put them because the cleave isn't a factor against these Murlocs, but...
Sure. If it was cleave, we might want them on the sides of the board so that cleave only hit 2 instead of 3 though, right?
Yeah, it depends because we really... Baron died, but we really want Baron last, and it's sort of awkward if you put like Baron right before the taunt. I don't know. Also, the taunt we have as the death rattles, which we want to die because he's gonna be spawning double theoretically because of Baron. So we would want both those to die before gas spoiler goes, so we have more room on our board. For which would be ideal if we had 4 spawns from Baron. But it makes a huge difference if you it makes a huge difference if you know if he has cleave or not, where you put them, basically.
For sure. Yeah, my struggle with that sort of comp is...
We don't want... Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I'm trying to think of a better way to say it, but we don't want... So the Shredder being on the right of Baron, and we don't want the Shredder dying, spawning 2 minions over there, and then Baron attacks before those minions attack.
Because those minions could themselves have death rattle.
Yeah, and we also just want the space on the board and for the other death rattles from Gas Coiler.
Yeah, that's my biggest struggle with that comp is working out, like, who should I have who dies to make room? Like, if you can get a golden spawn, it feels like it helps a lot. Or, like, a Hydra who can go first.
Hydra would usually go, like, second or third most of the time. But I think that, yeah, we got the Baron, which is really nice, but we didn't really have many death rattles going into it. So, like... We didn't get any bombs throughout the game, which is usually something I would definitely go for with that.
Sure.
Bomb is really, really good with Baron. It's like gold bomb.
And bomb's another one of those ones that can be like pretty early on in your team to make space for the summons.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I thought the leveling made sense. I thought going for the kobolds made sense. The beasts, I guess. Yeah. The beasts were like sort of interesting to me. Did you like the like double? You like asked me what I would do, and then I chose to do the double rat pack with the wolf guy who gives them +3 attack. Did you actually like that? Would you have done that?
Yeah, I usually get rat in the beginning early game because it's very strong in the first. Like when everyone's around level 2 and beginning of level 3, rat pack is one of the best units. And pack leader is good, but I think he just really quickly drops off. So I don't like sometimes getting pack leader and then you can't get too attached to it. Like,
sure.
I think it's just knowing when to get rid of that stuff as long as you do that and don't get like trapped into saying I have to get beasts because 1, a lot of people are going for them. 2, they're not that strong in the mid game, so you can take a lot of damage. I guess that's my 2 thoughts about beasts. But
sure.
Yeah, you need something on the board. What I usually just try to do is make my team, at least for the first couple rounds, try to make my team as strong as I can. So I take as little damage as possible until getting to like 4 or 5 when I can see like good units and start making my end game team.
Yeah. With a comp like the one we were just running, I feel like our units usually end up being pretty small. Like we don't get huge buffs on them like you might if you were going beasts with Mama Beer or like Murlocs or dragons. Like I feel like those comps have like giant units and we just sort of don't. Is that correct?
How big was our cobalt?
At
Okay,
like
go to
20 attack or something.
go to the full stats.
Full stats,
You
sure.
can see the last. Um,
Oh yeah, it
so
was
2711.
2711.
He's pretty big, and the thing about it is also that like we didn't get into buffing our team almost at all. So if we maybe we're a little, this will come with like more playing, but being faster on our actions and having like using all the time in our turn lets us buy and sell more things and roll more, right? So I think that battlegrounds can actually be kind of fast paced like that. So we would aim for buying more leapers, more 2/5s. We could get some dragon buffs, which we didn't really touch these dragons at all.
Yeah, the
And
dragons seemed pretty weak unless they were making the Draconid work, but I felt
yes,
like we got
another
maybe a little bit
thing.
unlucky with our taunt, or maybe we like needed a bigger taunt or something, because I felt like the Draconid died early before it was buffed a lot.
Um, I feel like that just comes with like we didn't have time to do a lot of actions per turn.
Okay. Do you
But
think
also, I think that
maybe
sorry, I was gonna say then also the 3/6 you have to remember grows so that he's not really gonna be a 3/6 at the end of the fight. So if you
right?
have minions that grow, it's not as necessary to have stats on them. And if you have death rattles, it's not as necessary to have big stats either because you have more minions than 7, right? But if you only have like 7 minions, it's like you need to have stats on them.
Right. I'm trying to imagine. I felt like we spent our gold pretty well, but maybe we were like buying stuff that wasn't that great instead of rolling, and that's why we were spending our gold. Is that like what you're saying?
Normally I wouldn't like we bought Shredder and that should be like an egg, for example, which would be a lot better. I guess I'm saying that like first of all, we leveled when we leveled 2/5 to get a 6. That was a whole turn we lost of rolling
Sure,
and
maybe
buffing
leveled too
and getting
aggressively.
triples.
Yeah.
So in this case, it was fine. Like, but I don't think I would do that normally. So that's probably the turn that I would not normally do that way. It was
Yeah, and
if you're max
even
especially, like you should spend a lot of time on 4 because that's where all your buffs and stuff is. So
that makes sense. And even though we hit Gascolar and Baron, it just like didn't actually do that much
right.
here. Maybe because we didn't have the taunt to protect it or something. I don't know exactly, but
Yeah,
I
but we
think
did
that
have
makes sense to me.
we had the Shredder taunt and the 3/2 taunt, but
Oh, that's true. The 3-2 was taunting as well. I felt like our
yeah.
taunts died really fast for whatever reason.
um, that's interesting. But like, it's rare that you're gonna get Baron to live until the end of the fight. It's usually not gonna happen, but that's why usually you'd have like a bomb taunted, so you're gonna get his effect, right?
Right. Yeah.
Or you'd have like egg taunted, so you're gonna get it from that.
That
So
makes sense.
I think like
So
that's why rolling on 4 is a bit more important than
yeah. So I think if I did this again, I wouldn't go to 5. And here it seems like maybe like going to 5 isn't even that good. Like even if you can get away with it, like it's not even helping that much because you need so much of the stuff that costs 4.
yeah, it might have been better to stand for and see some eggs, but then again, I mean, maybe it wouldn't, right? So depends on what we would see.
Yeah, it's not like third place is bad.
It's a win. I'd be happy with third.
Sweet.